Hello, everyone. My name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast. I'm coming to you live from the Phoenix System Open here in beautiful Arizona. It's a good time to be here in January. Super nice and super excited to be here with all of you. We have 6 rounds of X-Wing for you today. Here, Premier Level X-Wing. Good morning to everybody, good evening to some people, and good night to others. We have people watching from all around the world. If you're in the chat, both on YouTube and Twitch, go ahead, let us know in the chat, where are you watching from? Let me know, where are you watching from? Hope today is to get a variety of players and lists, both local and from abroad. We actually have quite a few players from out of town here as well, so should be some good competitive X-Wing happening. Brazil, we got Brazil, North Carolina, Sweden, Toronto, Kansas, Quebec, Mississippi, Minnesota, Nebraska, France, Pittsburgh, St. Louis, all kinds of people. So taking a look at our matchup today, on the left we have Jacob Crawford flying a triple T-70 list. And on the right we have Colton Barrera bringing Guri and 2 Fang fighters. We're going to go ahead and break down Jacob Crawford's list first. He has Poe Dameron with Heroic R4 Astromech Integrated S-Foils, Black 1 title, and Cluster Missiles. 9 Nub has Heroic and S-Foils, and Elo Atsi has the same. One thing you will notice on Jacob's side is that Poe is not in the Black 1 model. Poe is the gray one, so we'll have a fun time keeping that straight. And then Colton on the right, again, Guri just totally decked out, outmaneuver advanced sensors, which is, the best combination there. Had enough points for the Virago title as well, getting that extra shield. We'll be seeing if he actually uses that secondary ability to get that free boost at the end. I kind of doubt it. Most of the time you're going to want to be doing those linked actions with Guri, but it's a cheaper shield upgrade, so that's nice. And then with a stealth device, increasing that agility, hoping not to take damage. I mean, that's nice, though you got Poe there, probably going to be hunting her. And I know that Colton is at 200 points, no bid there, so Nia Num and Elo Atsi will also be able to move after her, assuming that Jacob passed the first player, which he did. You can see the first player token there. We're going to go ahead and add that to the right side. The Skull Squadrons have Fearless. I mean, the Fang Fighter chassis is very fast, very aggressive chassis. It wants to be in your face, takes the least amount of damage at range 1, as well as does the most amount of damage at range 1. So I'm sure Colton's going to get real aggressive with those, and if he can focus fire down one of these X-Wings, it could really flip the game. I would say initial advantage probably leans towards Jacob, but that's my opinion. Let's have you guys give yours. We're going to be pulling up a poll here for you guys, so you can choose your champion. Who would you like to win? Who do you think is going to take this matchup? That should be showing up on your screen now. How do you vote in the poll? It's very easy. All you got to do is press 1 for. Let's go ahead and refresh the cache on this. There we go. There's our poll. So 1 for Jacob, 2 for Colton. Again, Jacob is running the Resistance on the left, and Colton is Scum on the right. Go ahead, give your votes. Lots of votes coming in. So Colton on the right. We're going to be getting time started, sounds like. We're getting some things, listening to the announcements right now. 216 players. 216 players here today.
will be coming to your table shortly. With that, 75 minutes starts now.
And they've just started the clock. So we can see that Colton set up his Guri there on the bottom left. His bottom left. Kind of in a trying to do a flanking position. They're continuing announcements here, so give me a moment. Looks like Poe set up at a 45-degree angle. I like that setup there from Jacob. We'll see if he chooses to take the jousting lanes here. And there's a handshake. One of my favorite things about the X-Wing community is just how friendly players are. That traditional handshake at the beginning of a game and at the end is always awesome. Make sure you stick with us all day, all weekend. We got a ton of giveaways. And I got to remind you guys that this round is sponsored by Curled Paw Creatives. You can use coupon code Phoenix19 for 15% off of any order of $5 or more, so practically everything. So go ahead, get that. We're also sponsored by District Foundry and Modest Orange Gaming. We'll be talking more about them later. All right, players getting those dials set. So, like I said, it looks like majority of the audience is going for Jacob. Well, again, you can still vote in that poll up until the initial engagement. Just kind of looking at the lay of the land. You know, we know that the Fang fighters want to be aggressive, right? They want to be in range 1. They want to make sure that they're triggering that Fearless in order to improve their offensive output. But the fact that, you know, these 3 X-Wings could ace one of these really quickly. They're only initiative 4. So, honestly, if I'm Jacob, I really aggressively take this lane. I probably go 4 forward. And you try to catch some shots at range 3, probably 3 bank here with Poe, and you just try to nuke one of these Fang fighters right in the initial engagement. But we'll see what happens. So looks like he is barrel rolling for the action. Looks like he barrel rolled as far forward as possible. Other Fang fighter going to the outside. This is bad for this guy. If Jacob came in there aggressively, that Fang fighter is going to eat it. If he has no assistance, especially, there's a good chance that Jacob might get a Fang fighter for free here in the second turn. Now, Colton, okay, by boosting there, he is giving himself, the opportunity to try to get a flank here. We'll see. And Guri moving as well. 4 forward, we'll probably see a boost. Thinking to the right. Trying to get prepared to make that cut in through the rocks. Now we're waiting for that action, and he's deciding to boost forward. Again, we're going to be here all weekend, so thank you very much for joining us. And make sure at the end of the game, don't go away. We're doing a bunch of giveaways, and all you got to do is be here to participate in those. Right, 3 forward here by the X-Wing. Gonna have to find out which is which of those here in a moment. Nia Num and Eloatzi are the same initiative, so they move at the same time. There's the focus. 3 forward as well. Again, I would have liked a more aggressive approach here, but Jacob being safe, it's not a bad idea. Also, it seems like a practice setup, so he knows where everything's going to land with this initial setup. Poe should plop really nicely right behind that other X-Wing. There it is. And they're still in a position to strike this turn here. I see that request to switch to the yellow marker. I will do that. Sorry, it automatically defaults to red when I start. We have reached our sub goal. I know that. To see John Ben Young asking me what's the goal? We smashed it. The goal for the weekend is to get to 70. And we have a counter up on the weight screen we'll take a look at later. All right, so planning is down here. You know, Gurry's kind of out of place right now. I really would have liked the bank boost to have an opportunity to maybe get some range 3 shots next turn. But again, we'll see what Colton's plan here. Sometimes we don't always know what a player's intent is. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Jacob has, I mean, I think you take the honorable joust here with your X-Wings and you try to take this guy out. Now, there is the risk, of course, of turning away and boosting and getting caught with your pants down. So maybe you don't want to go too aggressive, especially if this Fang Fighter comes out of the side. So maybe you take a real conservative 1 forward and maybe a 2 forward out the side to see how things are going. Refresh it. Just getting help here by Best Coast Pairings. I'm going to try to be accessing the pairings and all that here on stream as we talk about the progress of the event throughout the weekend. I'll be right back. All right, we're back here. Sorry about that delay. And here we go. Jacob taking the conservative 1 forward. I like the move. Leaves you the most amount of options open. Again, Gurry's still kind of out of the fight. I would have liked to see her come in. I know he has outmaneuver. He doesn't want to get too aggressive, but and there's the 2 on the other side. Staggering that approach. And a 2 forward there from Poe. And we're going to go ahead and close down that poll. Looks like right now the audience is in favor of Jacob taking the game here. Thank you for participating. And we're going to get initial engagements here in a moment. Looks like Poe's using his ability, getting that target lock focus most likely. There's the reach. Sees that he does have both fangs in range here. Probably just fires the primary weapon. That's what I'm guessing. And here's Poe measuring for a shot. And here we go. First attack. One hit. He's going to choose to spend that lock. Looks like he's going full offense here. And there's another focus. Probably going to spend it. There's 3 hits coming in. Waiting for the defense dice. It was right on the edge of 2 and 3. So it was range 3. Well, it's 1 hit coming through. All right, it's just that fang on the bottom of the board. Fang number 2. We'll go ahead and get some numbers up there in a sec, guys. Second attack, just 1 hit. Another range 3 shot. Safe. Triples. Natties, baby. And last but not least, Colton hasn't had to spend the focus yet, which is big. He's probably going to shoot both into Poe, but let's see what this shot is. Another 1 hit, no focus results. But that's going to do another damage. That's half points on that Fang Fighter. So Jacob on the board. First, 27-0. And looks like that Fang number 1 is going to be reaching first. Not sure. It looked like he pointed at the X-Wing in the front. And it's going to be spending a focus for 3. We'll see how many dice Jacob rolls. If he rolls 3, he knows going at Poe. Nope, he's going... so we'll find out which X-Wing that is. It's going to be 2 damage into... That's Eloatzi. 2 shields. All right, and this is the second shot. Spends a focus. And got it. No damage. All right, going to clear the tokens there. So overall, trade-wise, honestly, that turned out really well. A lot better than it could have for Colton, having 3 ships going into 1. And basically just traded 2 for 2. Mind you, Jacob's first one on the board, getting the half points on one of the Fangs. Now, these Fangs moving first does give him the option to try to get into some blocking positions. We'll have to see where that goes. I'm going to work on some of the markings here. Let's mark who is who. We're going to give 9-Nub that number 1 for the X-Wings there. And the Skull Squadrons, label that number 1 and number 2. And we'll be able to keep that pretty straight just with those 2 markers. Easy, baby. Now, I'm curious to know, you know, if Colton would have gone into Poe, you know, those 2 shields are significantly more valuable to Poe than they are to the other ones. I mean, Poe is at 78 points. I know that sometimes you think, like, well, this one's at range 2, so he has less dice. But Poe didn't have any modifiers in that situation. I think that would have been the better choice. I know that, in hindsight, we know that LO didn't roll any focus results at all. But again, I think the better target priority may have been to go after Poe, him being the big money target. He had 2 shots into there. Now, Guri is in kind of an awkward position right now. And we'll probably get an advanced sensors of some kind, maybe a boost and then a turn in. But I still think she's out of the fight for a while. Alrighty. Again, I want to thank everybody who's joining us today. Looks like this early we're starting strong. 429 beautiful people all around the world getting here, watching some X-Wing. So thank you guys so much. LO is right here. People asking who's who. Poe is the knot, is the gray one. 9 nub is the one with the mark on it. And here is Skull Squadron number 2 moving. Looks to be a Talon roll, I'm guessing. Doubt it's a hard 2 towards the edge of the board. All right, there it is. It's probably anticipating the 4Ks coming from the X-Wings. No actions. And here's a 2 forward. All right, we're waiting for initial move here. And 3 bank, no advanced sensors. Gonna guess a boost forward. Boost forward gives them more maneuverability next turn. Assuming it doesn't clip this rock here in the center. Okay, there you go. Barrel roll to the outside. And we'll have some better options next turn with some advanced sensors, barrel roll shenanigans. See Fast Walk 0 saying, I'd like to be in this tournament but got sick. I hope you feel better. Get better soon, my friend. And here we go. We're going to start revealing these X-Wings. This is LO Atsy. I believe. Unless I got my numbers mixed up. But 4K. Smiddle Jones, how's it going? Oh, I did have them mixed up. The artwork was switched from first edition. Mistakes were made. It's my bad. So loses the stress because that's 9 nub. My bad, gentlemen and ladies. We'll just go a quick fix. No big deal. So loses the stress because of 9 nub's ability. And drop the focus there. Gonna have a modified shot there. This is LO. 1 bank, looks safe. Has a ship range 1 right in the flank. But probably, I mean, doesn't look like the boost to the right gets him out of a shot. Maybe. I mean, it depends on how greedy Jacob wants to be. If he wants to just sit there, he's going to try to boost out of arc. I think that's the right choice. Looks to be clean. It's better to not take damage. And Poe is going to go ahead and open those wings. Nope, he's going to keep them closed. All right. Looks like he revealed a 1 forward. Making some decisions here. Because the wings are closed, he does have a barrel roll. He won't have bullseye on this shot, most likely, which means he'll be down a die. Yeah, it looks like that bullseye's off. And uses the ability to drop a focus there. So he'll still have 3 dice. That's still not bad. I know that you're down 1 from the wings being closed. All right, here we go. Poe should be starting. This will be 3 dice at range 1. Unless he's in the bullseye. Nope. All right, and he is going to be taking a shot. You have full shields. I think you probably spend it here, Jacob. Though I understand the temptation. You know, he knows he's got some other shots, at least one more shot going in, coming from 9 nub. And there he goes, spends it. 3 hits coming in. Waiting for the response. And 3 focuses there. Looks like that Skull Squadron's gonna go poof. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and just remove the Skull Squadron marker because we no longer need it. There's only 1 left on the board. And now checking to see if he's got another shot. Doesn't look like it. Gurry's out. And we have a range 2 shot to Poe from the other Skull Squadron. This will be a 3-on-2 shot. Does have a focus. Looking for some pain here. Hit, crit, crit. Okay, there we go. That's one way to get the Poe shields off. We'll see what the response is. Poe doesn't have any focus. Shield's gone on Poe. He's 1 away from half. And Heroic nets him 1. 1 shield left. Heroic. All right, so taking a look at Jacob's positioning right now with the X-Wings. 9 nub probably just does a 1 forward. You have the room to do the Talon roll here with Eloatsi. Maybe probably go this way. Maybe try to see if you can catch Gurry. Poe needs to take a turn off. Probably just a 3 forward. Clear the stress. He does have R4. Has the option of turning in with those other X-Wings out of the way. That, of course, doesn't work if 9-Nub goes one forward. I'm curious to see what Colton's going to do here, and we'll have our answer. He's attempting a hard 2. I don't know if that's going to fit. It's close. Hold that template down. There we go. Let's see. It does not look like it fits, so that's going to be a overlap. No action for the Skull Squadron. If 9-Nub just did another K-turn here, it could be some pain for the Skull Squadron. We're going to go ahead and trigger advanced sensors. There's the barrel roll out, and this is probably where we move fast. Time to step on the gas, get Gurry into the fight. Waiting for that maneuver choice. Looks to be a 4 forward. Stepping on the gas. There we go. Gurry is in the fight. Jacob ahead 53-0. Colton's going to have to be aggressive in order to try to catch some ground here. All right, here we go. And it looks to be another red maneuver, probably another K-turn. No, that's there you go. It's Elo. So here comes the Talon roll. Oh, that's going to be close to that rock. I think he's got it, though. I think he's got it. Ace pilot. There it is. Remember, you can adjust through the 3 different positions with the Talon roll, just like a barrel roll. That is a white maneuver using Elo's ability. There's the focus. Here comes 9-Nub next. 1 bank. All right, he's going to get a block there. But he is going to be able to concentrate some fire into Gurry. Gurry is the most expensive piece in Colton's list. 94 points, worth more than anything else on the table. So being able to do meaningful damage there matters quite a bit. And Poe's getting blocked up too. So whether it was accident or on purpose, a good move here by Colton, blocking 2 of Jacob's ships. Though I don't know if Gurry's going to get her focus. I'm not sure if 9-Nub is close enough to get that range 1 Gurry trigger. We'll find out here in a minute. And we're at the start of the engagement now. Waiting to see here and the choices. We'll see in a second what's being. So we're measuring range here. For Poe. Looks like they have a judge call. Not sure what the call is here. Checking bullseye onto the Fang Fighter. Yeah, checking bullseye into the Fang Fighter because Poe bumped into the X-Wing, not into the Skull Squadron. So it looks to be close enough to call. They are patiently awaiting a judge, and the judge approaches. So his wings are closed right now. It's one of those situations where if you had him open, this call necessarily wouldn't have mattered because it would have had range 1 anyway. But those S-foil triggers, those can be tricky. And they're holding down those ships. Lining that up. Looks to be clipping. That looks to be in the bullseye. This means that Poe's going to get his full 4 dice. And 9-nub is reset there. It happens. Bumping ships. It happens. It happens. All right. Just want to take a double look here. All right, so Poe will roll 4 dice. Here we go. 2. And that's average when you don't have dice. We don't have mods. The most you can ask for is average, and that's what that is. And blank out there, but does have the Concordon face off. So going to be getting 1 evade. It's 1 hull damage into that Skull Squadron. Now looking, this is Elo, range 2. 1 hit. Safe. Now Guri's next up on the chain. Curious to know the range. Colton didn't measure for Guri's ability. She should have a focus right now. Is it a May? It's a May, so that is a missed trigger there on Colton's side. Oh, sorry, Jacob's still going. Has stealth device. All right, and that's going to be evaded. But again, yeah, missed trigger here on Colton's side. That's range 1. He should have a focus right now. Because Guri's ability is at the start of the engagement phase. And yes, we did realize this. Colton should have shot first. He is the first player. Hit, crit. Hit, crit going into 9-nub. Shield, and the crit is... looks to be damage sensor array. Loose stabilizer. Loose stabilizer. So, loose stabilizer. If you execute a non-straight maneuver, you're going to take a damage. And here's the Fang Fighter, fearless. Oh, that's hit, crit. Going in the Poe. So the shield, hit, crit. Looks to be damage sensor array. I'll confirm that here in a minute. There's a crit token. So Poe's down to half. Colton pulled ahead here early. Let me go take a look at that crit. I'll be right back. So confirmed it is damage sensor array. That is a bad one for Poe. That is a bad one for Poe. So for those of you who aren't familiar with damage sensor array, it says that you can only do focus actions. That's it. Nothing else. Except if you have, no, yeah, that's it. Just focus actions. So Poe's ability essentially has been made useless. Opening and closing those S-foils, also useless. And with 2 hole left, Poe needs all the maneuverability he can get. Anybody is in this game now. I mean, 53 to 67. Yes, he can do actions on the damage card to flip it over as well. Alrighty, waiting for last dial. There we go. Got that flipped. And looks to be 3 turn from the Fang Fighter. Kind of surprised it's not a K turn. Gotta love the surgical precision required to play X-Wing sometimes. All right, Poe should be set down here. All right, here comes the barrel roll, trying to get a block. Could block a Poe 4K here. I mean, if Guri can get into position to get an outmaneuver shot on Poe, that would be absolutely huge. So that looks to be a 4K? Or a sloop? It's a sloop, okay. All right, Star Vipers only have sloops, I think. Gotta double check that dial. Yeah, sloop. 3 sloop, right behind. Man, if he can get this block on Poe, outmaneuver, target lock shot, that could be great. Well, it looks like he actually target locked 9 nub. Not Poe. All right, and there's the stress token. All right, we'll see what Jacob's choices are. Colton's done a good job of loose stabilizer. Oh, he did a non-straight maneuver, taking another damage there. Okay, because he did a turn. All right. So he's down to 2 hole. And it is a, so he's trading it. He's like taking 1 damage in order to trade it for a better shot. I think he was just double checking to read the loose stabilizer text, just double checking that. And 9 Nub's ability does trigger there, losing the stress. You get the focus for your action. And this looks to be Eloatsi. That just barely fits there. So Colton had good instincts and kind of understanding the position where Jacob could be. There's near miss with the blocks here. Couldn't quite back that up. Maybe first edition barrel roll, maybe you block Elo there. And taking a lock onto Guri. Poe. Last one up here. Looks to probably be a 4K. We'll see if it fits here in a minute. Alrighty, here's the K. Or it's just a 4 straight. It's just a 4 straight trying to get out of dodge. And currently the Fang Fighter and Guri have a shot on there. Poe can boost. Most likely use the first action to flip his damage sensor array, followed by using his ability to get a boost out. Though, oh man, you kind of want the focus. That Fang Fighter dangerous right now. These tokens here do belong to the Fang Fighter, by the way. And remember, slam cannot be the secondary action, so he could not do something like flip the crit and then slam. So first action is flipping damage sensor array. And second action is boost. So avoiding the second shot from Guri. That Fang Fighter's hungry. Still has a chance to do some damage there. And the Concordon face-off is going to trigger if Jacob goes into that Fang Fighter. So he still has some good defense going on. Guri's ability goes off. Colton should be shooting first. And here's Guri. Going at 9 nub. Has only 2 hole there. Now this game is, it's still anybody's game. If Colton can kill 9 nub here, that's a pretty big swing. Only 1. That's not going to do it. Has a lock, though. Here we go. 2. Have to be blanks 2 times in a row. Natties. Got it. Jacob's turn to respond. He's going to have a range 1 and a range 2 shot into Gurry if he wants it. We'll see what the choices are. That's range 1. Spends a focus. 3 hits and a crit. Kind of assuming this is going into Gurry, but we'll see how many dice. No, that's into the Fang Fighter. Concord Dawn will trigger. Concord Dawn. No, Concord Dawn. It's not optional. No. And that's a missed trigger there on Colton's part. So Skull Squadron out. Would have had a chance to live there. And here's the lock. Going into Gurry. Hit, crit, crit. And hit, crit going in. Stealth device broken. That's going to be shields down. We have reached 500 people watching across YouTube and Twitch. Want to say thank you for joining us. Make sure you stick around for the end of the game. We are doing a ton of giveaways this weekend. Don't forget to use your coupon codes we've been able to get from our sponsors. We got 15% off from Curled Paw. That's Phoenix 19. We got 15% off from District Foundry using Phoenix 2019. And then we also got special pricing on the brand new Modest Orange Gaming X-Wing Organizer. We'll be talking more about that here towards the end of the game. Yeah, that missed trigger on the Concord Dawn really hurt. I mean, he would have had a shot. One of two things would have happened, right? Either, sure, 9-Nub could have shot the Skull Squadron and probably also kill it, but that just means that Gurry has more health and has more, you know, obviously health is a really valuable resource in the game. We want to keep the ships alive. I want to thank you to everybody who's become a sub and is following. You guys are awesome. He also lost stealth device on the attack, possibly unnecessarily. Now, Colton has made some awesome moves in this game. We've seen him do some good blocking, and he might just be a newer player. And honestly, when you're in the fray, sometimes you forget triggers. It happens. Here is the barrel roll from Gurry. He's trying to get out of town. Timo asking, do I tell the players about the game? You know, I usually try not to. It just really depends on the player, how well I personally know them and their demeanor. Sometimes people want to know, and if they want to know, I let them know. A couple people asking how Patreon works. We'll get to that here in the next planning phase. Looks to be another Talon roll here from Eloatzi. I mean, he gets to do them for free. Why not? Probably get a boost here just to get you ready for next turn. I guess the boost actually doesn't get you much. You probably just stay right there. Take the lock. Yeah, there you go. And 4K here from 9-Nub. I think this is the first red maneuver that's not going to net him the ability trigger, so he is going to be stressed there. And here's Poe. R2 regrouping. Yeah, you can find Modest Orange Gaming on Etsy. I'm going to show off their. Did you win? Yeah, things are going good so far. We'll talk about the Modest Orange Gaming organizer. We'll give you guys a peek at that in the break. And we should have a shot here coming in from 9-Nub into Guri. Poe's waiting on his ability here. He's debating a slam. All right. Here it is. Again, the first action has to be slam. Second action can be whatever you will please. And I think the idea here is just to get all his guns lined up in a way where he can pursue Guri. I mean, everything is Guri has to go somewhere in these directions, and now he's in pursuit lanes. And there is the boost. Might be able to just nick a shot here. And he's going to get it. No mods, but that's nice. His wings are closed, though. Forgot to open those wings. Easy trigger to miss. And he's going to take the ion, I'm assuming. Yep. He's taking the ion so he can get a shot, but he's only going to have 3 dice. If he has a shot. And Poe should be making, there it is, 3 dice, 2 hits. And safe. Above average roll there on the 2 hits for Jacob. So it worked out even though he forgot to flip those S-foils. Here's 9-Nub into Guri. Range 2 again. Hit crit. And that's a crit. Guri has no shields. Hopefully they drop it in the box here. Oh, we got to actually drop it in the box. Could not see it. Looks to be console fire. Before you engage, roll a die. On a hit, take a damage. But because of the firing order, this won't happen until next turn. Guri did miss her ability as well. Ramya, thank you for the bits. Looks like he just flipped a charge on the Virago title. I have not actually ever seen anybody use this, that ability. So gets the boost there. Let me go ahead and reduce the health on Guri. It is a red boost, so is locked into a blue maneuver next turn. "19 minutes left on the clock." People asking about heroic. Yeah, heroic only triggered one time in this game. I mean, only. It triggered about the amounts as you would think, one time. I know there's always the argument, you know, heroic or trick shot. I mean, trick shot overall probably is a better value, but is you know, conditional on flying, of course, and heroic is conditional on dice. So both conditional abilities. I would definitely say that if you can get trick shot off multiple times, the value goes way through the roof. All right, somebody was asking about how Patreon works. So you can go to patreon.com/goldsquadron. And yes, we are doing some patron exclusive raffles as well. Those will start in round 2. We're doing both legacy patrons and new patron raffles. That should be super fun. And some of our best prizes, honestly, go to the patrons. They're the ones that hold Gold Squadron up. So currently it's set up, it says per creation. We do 2 charged posts, 2 charged creations a month. So basically whatever the number is, times 2. We are going to be switching to a monthly model here. Once I get it sorted out with Patreon, so making sure that it is a smooth transition. Don't want anybody getting double charged and all that stuff, but that's a future thing. Currently, basically just two charge posts. And when we do that switch, we are going to be giving some juicy incentives and more swag to remind people to get stuff done. All right, so here you got the 1 bank boost in. He's trying to avoid shots by getting in the face of these X-Wings, assuming they kind of went slow. So you got some 2 banks in there. And maybe some forward maneuvers from those other X-Wings. He really got in the way. Thank you for the sub, K-Dub. Yeah, new patrons are anybody who patroned since last. I do it since the weekend before. So in the last week, 7 days. And bumping. All right, so Guri so far free of shots from 1 X-Wing. Did he get the block here? Pirate Lord 70, thank you for the sub. 1 bank, all right, that's going to be a range 1 shot. Fog Raker, thank you. That's range 1. Yeah, you focus and you duke it out. Guri did a calculate as her action. And open those wings. There we go. Opening those wings on Poe. Did he call it? Did he do maybe a too hard here? All right, 1 forward. Upgrading your tier actually bumps you to quote-unquote new status. It keeps your date, but you qualify for the new patron raffles.
Attention X-Wing players, there are 15 minutes.
I had the ion maneuver. Sorry, you're right. No dial there. Console fire before you engage, and there it is. Takes a damage. Console fire. Buck Owen, thank you. And there is the focus token. Guri's going to take that range 1 shot. Weaver CT, thank you. And here we go. How'd it come out? 4 hits. He spun that focus. 3 hits and a crit. And that X-Wing got popped. Dumpster fire special. Thank you. Spends a focus. But that's hit crit going into that X-Wing. But still had shields up. So shields are down into LOATSI. Not quite half points. Gurry swinging for the fences. Still has to calculate for defense. Two hits and a crit. Spends a lock. Got it. 3 hits and a crit into Gurry. This might be it. Only has to calculate. Use the focus on offense. And that's going to be hit crit, and that's going to be game. And in this type of event, you know, it's MOV doesn't super matter until standings, but you definitely want to get as much as possible. So congratulations to Jacob Crawford winning round 1 of the Phoenix System Open. Congratulations to them. Thank you to those gentlemen for playing. And I do want to remind you guys that our stream this round was brought to you by Curled Paw Creatives. You can use coupon code Phoenix19 to get 15% off of a $5 minimum order, and honestly, that's really easy to get, so go ahead and use that coupon code. Also, you can look up Modest Orange Gaming. They created this awesome X-Wing organizer that I want to show off here, and I mean it holds up to 2 squads. You'll see the pictures on our weight screen. They rotate there, but this is a full travel case, 3D printed, and we got some initial special pricing, $75 for the box, and trust me, it's worth it. You got several compartments here. You got your for your templates, your tokens, and then this guy lifts out as well. It's just a full solution. There we go, lifts it out straight, and that fits your ships, your dials, your cards. Everything you need there. Again, look up Modest Orange Gaming on Etsy to get yours today. And this closes in a way where if you're traveling around in your car, it stays nice and closed. You can even do it with one hand, Mom. Had it backwards on there. All right. So thank you to Modest Orange Gaming again. Look them up on Etsy. And, of course, we got all the links and all the things that we're going to be providing you guys here soon. So it looks like our patron counter got all the way to 31. That's awesome. But you know what time it is? It's giveaway time. Giveaways are brought to you by District Foundry. Another 15% off coupon there. $15 or more order, guys. They got all kinds of cool stuff. They got one of my favorite items that they have is this is a tournament tray solution that they have. They made a Gold Squadron podcast one, and we're giving this one away. Not right now. Later. We're going to do this on day 2. This is a patron exclusive giveaway, but super awesome. You got a cover, ships, templates, and your knickknacks and your doodads. Super awesome. Thank you to District Foundry for providing this as a giveaway. You can see it's all beautifully magnetized and ready to go. And it actually fits in a lunchbox. You have this cut out so that you can flip it out of a lunchbox. Pretty cool there. Thank you to District Foundry. All right, let's give some stuff away. Let me go ahead and pull open my document here. People like swag. Give me free stuff. Tret's asking for chips. You know, Tret, I got no chips for you, my man. I got none. I got no chips. I had some very nice French Check, check. Check 1, 2. Can you guys hear me now? Looks like it's coming in on one side only, but I think you guys can hear me. I'll try to get that fixed here in a minute. I want to make sure we give this stuff away. Can you hear now? Alrighty. I think we got it fixed. I hope. Down mix to mono. All right, there we go. That should sound better. Okay. Anyway, giveaways. Thank you to District Foundry. So, in order to qualify for our giveaways, all you got to do Check, check, check. Well, there it goes. All right. So we have audio now. Congratulations. I'll go ahead and read out those winners again if you guys missed it. Sorry about that. So the winner of the, do these in order. The winner of the Vader Luke Porg was Danzer Zero. The Poe Midnight was the Ninka the Guy. The Boba Fett Han Solo Porg was El Bunnel. And the only way to get the Gold Squadron Porg is to win it on Gold Squadron streams. Thank you again to Porg Republic for providing these. Was won by Darth Revan 1979. And the Chewie's Fleas Gurry was won by Christopher 1985 Crowley. Thank you to you, everybody. How do you claim your prizes? Send me an email at goldsquadronpodcast@gmail.com. Don't send me a Twitch whisper. What I was explaining, I think, while the audio went out earlier, was that last time we had so many messages coming through that I don't think Twitch wasn't able to handle it. We ended up losing some messages, and there were people who say, "Oh, I messaged you, but you didn't respond," because I never got it. It was a lot of weird stuff, and we had like messages showing up like weeks later. It was really strange. So email is the safest way. Shoot me an email. I have a list of all the winners here, so I have that documentation. Make sure, even if you're a patron or something like that, shoot me your address in there. It just helps save me time when I'm getting everything together. I can just copy and paste it, not having to go and research things back and forth. That would be great. So thank you. Sorry about the audio going out. I just switched a couple of ports around. Hopefully that fixes it. I think it will. It just looks like the USB port I was in before was going bad. What I was explaining before, I'm not sure if you guys caught it, that District Foundry is the one who is sponsoring our giveaways this week. So you can go ahead, use that coupon code Phoenix2019. One of the awesome items that they've created is this tournament tray that it's an all-in-one solution for tournament day. So it has a nice cover on there. And I'm sure that you'd be able to get some custom stuff on there. He had some with different factions and things like that. He's made this custom one, which we are going to be giving away. It's going to be a patron-exclusive giveaway tomorrow. You got space for ships, medium, and large, and small, all fit on here in the different ways, the way it's gridded out. Really, really awesome there. Your templates fit as well. You got your templates, and you have your, templates are a double tray. Okay. Boom. And for all your doodads for tournament day, super awesome. Really, really love that. Kind of jelly that I have to give this one away. Not kind of, I am jelly. Fine, I'll buy one. I can use my 15% coupon. So we're giving this away tomorrow. And, yeah, we got a bunch of stuff. Patron exclusive. I'll tease some of the other things. So we got a full, like today's Porg Day. We got a bunch of, the Porg Republic hooked us up with a bunch of cards. We're going to be giving those away. But we also have some of our GSP cards, okay? Some, including some that the only way that you could have gotten, like these are like not ones that we have for sale. The Boba Fett, for instance, is not a for sale card. This was a patron exclusive card. I have a few extras. It's the only way you can get them now. We have some of the Howl Runners, which are super awesome. What are some other things I got in this pile? So we got some more Chewie's Fleas cards, which are super sweet. Flip this over. Later today, not today. This one. Later today, we have from our friends the Minox, we have a holographic Maul crew card. Super awesome. They're going to be giving it away. We also have the System Open Quick Draw we're going to be giving away. Woo, 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 woo. So, again, make sure you stay tuned all day. We got a Back to Dials Boba Fett. This is the Hangar 19, Jake Farrell. All kinds of stuff. All this swag. And it's going to be coming your guys' way later. I'm going to take a break now. Next round should probably be starting in about 10-15 minutes. I'll be back. I'm going to do a quick reset of our system real quick because it is acting a little bit funny. I'm getting a little bit of a jumpiness here, and I think I might want to do a reset. So we'll we'll see. I'm going to be right back. We'll get in the weight screen, and we'll be back with round 2 of the Phoenix System Open.